Smart English Studio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Smart English Studio.
Today we have something very useful, very natural, and very practical.
50 advanced English expressions.
Not strange expressions from a textbook.
No, real phrases people use at work, in daily life, when shopping, when traveling, and when talking about plans, problems, and pressure.
Phrases like touch base, keep me posted, on the same page, worth it, running late, and against the clock.
Exactly. These are the expressions that help your English sound more fluent, more natural, and more confident.
And today we will use them in a natural conversation first.
Then we'll explain all 50 expressions one by one.
So listen first.
Try to notice the expressions.
And after the dialogue, we'll help you understand and use them.
Ready?
Let's begin.
Daniel, how's your week going?
Honestly, it's been back-to-back meetings all week.
That sounds exhausting.
It is. I feel like I've got too much on my plate at the moment.
I know that feeling. When everything happens at once, it's hard to keep the momentum going.
Exactly, and we're working against the clock because the client wants the first draft by Friday.
Friday? That's soon.
Very soon, but if everything goes according to plan, we should be able to pull it off.
Good. Have you got the ball rolling yet?
Yes, we started yesterday. I had a quick meeting with the team so we could all get on the same page.
That's important.
Definitely. I also told everyone to keep me posted if anything changes.
Good idea. And are you keeping Sarah in the loop?
Yes, I sent her an update this morning. I'll touch base with her again tomorrow.
Perfect. You sound organized.
I'm trying, but I don't want the team to burn themselves out.
That's important. If people are tired, they start to cut corners.
Exactly, and we can't afford mistakes on this project.
No, but let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Go on.
Are we sure Friday is realistic, or are we just trying to make the client happy?
That's a fair point. I don't want us to drag our feet, but I also don't want us to rush and take a hit on quality.
Exactly. Sometimes it's better to follow up with the client and manage expectations.
True. Maybe I should send a message today.
Sounds good.
I'll say we've made progress, but we may need a little more time to think outside the box and deliver something stronger.
That sounds professional.
Thanks. Anyway, enough work. Do you want to grab a bite after this?
I'd love to, but I'm running late today.
Oh no, busy afternoon?
Yes, same old, same old. Emails, calls, and one appointment I completely forgot about.
No worries. Take your time.
Thanks. I might just grab something quickly on the way.
There's a nice cafe near the station. The sandwiches are a bit expensive, but honestly, they're worth it.
Good to know. Are they usually busy?
Sometimes, and the good ones are often sold out by lunchtime.
Of course, that always happens when you're hungry.
Exactly. Last week, I wanted the chicken sandwich, but it was out of stock.
In a cafe?
Yes, apparently they had no chicken left.
That's tragic.
Very tragic.
Good to know. I might still go. If they're on sale, I'll get a pastry too.
Pastries on sale? Now you're thinking like a professional.
I'm not shopping, I'm just window shopping for food.
That is not how window shopping works.
It does if you stare at the cakes through the glass.
Fair enough.
Are you going anywhere after work?
Yes, I need to hop on the train to York.
What time?
6:15, but knowing me, I'll probably miss the train.
Don't say that.
I know, I need to set off earlier today.
Definitely. If you're running late, the train will not wait for you.
Very rude of the train.
Very.
I also need to check in at the hotel before 9.
Are you staying overnight?
Yes, I've got another meeting tomorrow morning.
Back-to-back work and travel. That sounds intense.
It is. I'm trying to hang in there.
Well, don't burn yourself out.
I won't. After this week, I really need to slow down.
Good. Maybe you should take a weekend off and settle down with a book or a film.
That sounds perfect.
You also sound a bit under the weather.
I know. I've had a headache since this morning.
Then don't push yourself too hard.
I'll try, but first I need to wrap up this project.
You will. You always manage to pull it off.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Just remember, keep the team in the loop, follow up with the client, and don't try to do everything yourself.
Good advice.
And keep me posted.
I will.
Great. Now let's pause here.
We just used a lot of natural expressions.
Some were about work.
Some were about daily life.
Some were about shopping.
Some were about travel.
And some were advanced expressions for pressure, planning, and problem solving.
Now let's explain all 50 one by one.
Expression 1. Back to back.
Back to back means one thing happens immediately after another with no break.
For example, I've had back-to-back meetings all morning.
It means one meeting after another.
You can also say, we have back-to-back lessons today.
Very useful for work, school, and busy schedules.
Expression 2. Touch base.
Touch base means to contact someone briefly to discuss something or give an update.
For example, let's touch base tomorrow.
It means let's talk briefly tomorrow.
Very common in business English.
Expression 3. Keep me posted.
Keep me posted means keep me informed.
For example, keep me posted if anything changes.
You can use this at work or in daily life.
Expression 4. On the same page.
If people are on the same page, they understand and agree about the situation.
For example, let's have a quick meeting so we're all on the same page.
Very useful for teamwork.
Expression 5. In the loop.
To keep someone in the loop means to keep them informed and included.
For example, please keep Sarah in the loop.
It means Sarah should receive updates too.
Expression 6. Get the ball rolling.
Get the ball rolling means to start something.
For example, let's get the ball rolling on this project.
It means let's begin.
Expression 7. Keep the momentum going.
This means to continue making progress.
For example, we've made a good start, now we need to keep the momentum going.
Very useful when working on a project or goal.
Expression 8. Run with it.
Run with it means to take an idea and develop it.
For example, that's a good idea, let's run with it.
It means let's use this idea and move forward.
Expression 9. Play devil's advocate.
This means to argue the opposite side, not because you disagree, but to test the idea.
For example, let me play devil's advocate for a moment.
Very useful in meetings and discussions.
Expression 10. Think outside the box.
Think outside the box means to think creatively or differently.
For example, we need to think outside the box.
It means we need a new or creative solution.
Expression 11. Follow up.
Follow up means to contact someone again after a previous conversation, message, or meeting.
For example, I'll follow up with the client tomorrow.
Very common in emails and business English.
Expression 12. On your plate.
If you have a lot on your plate, you have many responsibilities or problems to deal with.
For example, I've got a lot on my plate this week.
Very natural.
Expression 13. Against the clock.
Against the clock means you are trying to finish something before a deadline.
For example, we're working against the clock.
It means time is limited.
Expression 14. According to plan.
If something goes according to plan, it happens the way you expected.
For example, if everything goes according to plan, we'll finish on Friday.
Very useful for projects and travel.
Expression 15. Cut corners.
Cut corners means to do something quickly or cheaply, but not properly.
For example, we don't want to cut corners on quality.
This phrase is often negative.
Expression 16. Take a hit.
Take a hit means to be damaged or negatively affected.
For example, if we rush, the quality could take a hit.
You can also say, sales took a hit last month.
Expression 17. Pull it off.
Pull it off means to succeed in doing something difficult.
For example, it was hard, but we pulled it off.
Very useful and very natural.
Expression 18. Burn yourself out.
To burn yourself out means to become extremely tired because of too much work or stress.
For example, don't burn yourself out.
It means don't work so hard that you damage your energy or health.
Expression 19. Drag your feet.
Drag your feet means to delay doing something because you don't want to do it.
For example, don't drag your feet, we need to start today.
Very common when someone is slow to act.
Expression 20. Wrap up.
Wrap up means to finish something.
For example, let's wrap up the meeting.
Or, I need to wrap up this project. Very useful at work.
Expression 21. Grab a bite.
Grab a bite means to get something quick to eat.
For example, do you want to grab a bite after work?
Very natural in daily conversation.
Expression 22. Hang in there.
Hang in there means keep going even though something is difficult.
For example, I know it's hard, but hang in there.
It sounds supportive and friendly.
Expression 23. No worries.
No worries means it's okay, no problem.
For example, sorry I'm late. No worries.
Very common in spoken English.
Expression 24. Take your time.
Take your time means don't hurry.
For example, take your time, there's no rush.
Very polite and kind.
Expression 25. Sounds good.
Sounds good means I agree or that plan is fine.
For example, let's meet at 6. Sounds good.
Simple, natural, and very useful.
Expression 26. Same old, same old.
Same old means nothing has changed. Everything is as usual.
For example, how's work? Same old, same old.
It can sound casual and slightly tired.
Expression 27. Settle down.
Settle down can mean to become calmer or to start living a quieter, more stable life. For example, I just want to settle down with a book tonight.
Here it means relax and get comfortable.
Expression 28. Under the weather.
Under the weather means feeling a slightly ill.
For example, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today.
Very natural and softer than I'm ill.
Expression 30. Push yourself too hard. To push yourself too hard means to force yourself to do too much.
For example, don't push yourself too hard.
Very useful when someone is tired or stressed.
Expression 31. A lot to do.
A lot to do means many tasks or responsibilities.
For example, I've got a lot to do today.
Simple, but very common.
Expression 31. Sold out.
Sold out means all items have been sold, so none are left.
For example, the tickets are sold out.
Or the chicken sandwiches are sold out.
Expression 32. Out of stock.
Out of stock means a shop does not have that product available at the moment.
For example, sorry, this size is out of stock.
Very useful for shopping.
Expression 33. Worth it.
Worth it means something is good enough to justify the money, time, or effort.
For example, it was expensive, but it was worth it.
Very useful in daily English.
Expression 34. On sale.
On sale means available at a reduced price.
For example, this jacket is on sale.
In British English, people also say in the sale.
Expression 35. Window shopping.
Window shopping means looking at things in shops without planning to buy them.
For example, we went window shopping in town.
Very common and useful.
Expression 36. Try it on.
Try it on means put on clothes or shoes to see if they fit or look good.
For example, can I try this jacket on?
Very useful in shops.
Expression 37. Good value for money.
Good value for money means the price is reasonable for the quality.
For example, this coat was good value for money.
Very useful when talking about shopping.
Expression 38. Running late.
Running late means you are late or you expect to be late.
For example, sorry, I'm running late.
Very common in messages.
Expression 39. Hop on.
Hop on means get on a bus, train, bike, or sometimes a quick call.
For example, I need to hop on the train.
Or in work English, let's hop on a call.
Expression 40. Check in.
Check in means to register at a hotel, airport, or event.
For example, we need to check in before 9.
It can also mean to contact someone to see how they are.
For example, I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
Expression 41. Set off.
Set off means to start a journey.
For example, we should set off early.
Very common in British English.
Expression 42. Miss the train.
Miss the train means to arrive too late and not catch the train.
You can also miss the bus, miss the flight, or miss the meeting.
Expression 43. Get stuck in traffic.
Get stuck in traffic means to be delayed because there are too many cars.
For example, I'm running late because I'm stuck in traffic.
Very useful for travel and daily life.
Expression 44. Make it on time.
Make it on time means arrive before it is too late.
Very common when traveling.
Expression 45. Take a shortcut.
Take a shortcut means to use a shorter route.
For example, let's take a shortcut through the park.
Be careful. Take a shortcut can be neutral for travel, but cut corners is usually negative for quality.
Expression 46. Sort it out.
Sort it out means to fix a problem or organize something.
For example, don't worry, we'll sort it out.
Very British, very useful.
Expression 47. Figure it out.
Figure it out means to understand or solve something.
For example, I don't know the answer yet, but I'll figure it out.
Very common.
Expression 48. Give it a go.
Give it a go means to try something.
For example, I'm not sure I can do it, but I'll give it a go.
Very natural British English.
Expression 50. Make the most of it.
Make the most of it means to use a situation as well as possible.
For example, the weather isn't perfect, but let's make the most of it.
Very useful and positive.
Expression 51. Easier said than done.
Easier said than done means something sounds easy, but it is actually difficult.
For example, just relax. Easier said than done.
Very natural in everyday conversation.
Now let's do a quick review.
Repeat the expressions after us.
Back to back.
Touch base.
Keep me posted.
On the same page.
In the loop.
Get the ball rolling.
Keep the momentum going.
Run with it.
Play devil's advocate.
Think outside the box.
Follow up.
On your plate.
Against the clock.
According to plan.
Cut corners.
Take a hit.
Pull it off.
Burn yourself out.
Drag your feet.
Wrap up.
Grab a bite.
Hang in there.
No worries.
Take your time.
Sounds good.
Same old, same old.
Settle down.
Under the weather.
Push yourself too hard.
A lot to do.
Sold out.
Out of stock.
Worth it.
On sale.
Window shopping.
Try it on.
Good value for money.
Running late.
Hop on.
Check in.
Set off.
Miss the train.
Get stuck in traffic.
Make it on time.
Take a shortcut.
Sort it out.
Figure it out.
Give it a go.
Make the most of it.
Easier said than done.
Excellent.
If you learn these expressions, your English will sound much more natural.
You don't need to use all 50 at once.
Start with 5.
Then use them in real conversations.
For work, try touch base, keep me posted, and on the same page.
For daily life, try no worries, take your time, and sounds good.
For shopping, try sold out, worth it, and on sale.
For travel, try running late, set off, and miss the train.
Now we have a question for you.
Which expression from today was the most useful for you?
Write one sentence in the comments.
For example, I've got a lot on my plate this week.
Or, let's touch base tomorrow.
Or, sorry, I'm running late.
Thank you for listening to Smart English Studio.
Learn smarter, speak better.
See you in the next lesson.